What is your American dream?
My American dream is that we just stop talking about walls. A society without walls. That's my American dream.
I pray for, everyone to be happy and be at peace.
People come to this country for the same reasons. They try to get away from what's going on at home, and we should embrace each other. Got two things. I hope that Spanish is prosperous for our son Dion, who's 8 years old now, and we hope that he will be taking over our company in the future.
My American dream is I have to successful my every single thing because I have one daughter and my wife. So that's I want my goal, hard work, and give it to them.
My American dream is one day I have my home pancake all over the place.
I'm living it. The fact that I'm able to open up my own food truck and be able to represent my culture and be able to expose it and just kind of create unity representing Ethiopians and Eritreans.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Groundhog Sam! All right, George, you stay down there and I'll tell you when to come up. Just hang tight. Oh, hello, everybody. Happy Friday. So I heard we were doing a pop-up show today, and I remembered when I was at the San Gennaro Festival with Belgium Kim. Kim, I want a Bradshaw live fish. Go, come on,
We got
come on.
this,
I give
Sam.
you for you, Sam. Oh. Welcome to the Bradshaw Live Team Live Fish. And we won the Bradshaw Live Fish, which was awesome. So I decided we should play a game today. So I invited my friend, Groundhog George, over to play the game. What he doesn't realize, though, is that he is the game. Alrighty, George, watch this. Whack a groundhog! Ha 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 ha! Alright, George. On the oh! I didn't get him. Come on, George. Oh! Come on, George. Oh, I missed you. George. Stop going so fast. Oh, God darn it. George, I gotcha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I missed you. Oh, gosh, you're pretty fast, George. You thought you'd get away. You didn't realize we were playing Whack a Groundhog, did ya? See, look at the sign behind ya. Yep. I know you're a little annoyed with me, but you are annoyed to me. So I'm sorry. I know I played a trick on you. Is your noggin okay? All right. Buddy hug. Okay. All right, George, stick with me while we recap yesterday's show. Did you miss yesterday's episode of Bradshaw Live? Well, in case you did, we met Jasmine Dior Johnson, who's a wonderful artist. Yes, George, I know. Who was featured in the Four Freedoms exhibit at the International Center for Photography. Beautiful. Go, Jasmine. And now it's pop-up time with your favorite host, Brad Bernstein, and co-host Belgium Kim and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias. Enjoy. Have a great weekend, everyone. Come on, George. Let's go back. Go under now. Let's do this again. Whack a groundhog. Oh.
Welcome, everybody. It's Pop-Up Friday. We said we were going to pop up. We're doing our show early. It's going to be a condensed show today, 1 hour only. And we popped up a few hours before because everybody's got to get out for the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yes. And
Heck yeah.
Belgium Kim and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias joining me for the pop-up.
Yeah.
We're here. We popped up.
And I don't know who came up with Wacka George, but that was pretty silly.
Groundhog Sam.
Groundhog Sam came up with that?
Sam was Wacka George all day long.
It's a little pop-up.
So let me tell you who's present here,
Yeah.
besides Belgium Kim and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias.
Roll call.
Roll call. Jessica Libby Joel is present Fortune Obina, how are you? Dionne Reed present. Margaret Bryan, Carol, the Top Cat Tigers 2 is present. Demba Sow says it's too early for Bradshaw. Demba, it is never too early for Bradshaw.
Hey.
All right, there's a few things it's never too early for. All right?
Such as.
What are they?
What?
Such
What
as.
are
Such as.
Right.
It's never too early for Bradshaw Live.
Never.
Okay.
Never too early for pizza.
Right.
Okay.
It's never too early for a little coochie coochie.
That's
Right? And those are the three things that I can think of,
We've
right?
got Charo with us today.
My mic looks really weird, I'm told.
Your mic does look really
Why is it weird? Who
Bring it down
dressed
a
me?
little.
The
Who
wire.
dressed me today?
You dressed you
All right,
today.
Jonathan, go tell everybody what they should be doing quickly
All
by
right,
sharing
guys.
while we adjust
Come
my
to
mic
me.
here.
We got you.
Come to me.
Yeah.
All
Come
right?
closer to him.
Come to me. Come to me. There we go. All right, guys. Everybody on Facebook right now, I need you guys to share. This is a pop-up. We don't do this too often, so this is your way of showing everybody, hey, listen, you never know when we're going to come on, but I need you guys to share right now in order to get the word out and to get this episode out, because we will be here for an hour answering everybody's questions. So it's going to be a bunch of questions, so it's definitely going to be entertaining. So I also need you guys to please interact. I need you to like, love, smiley face, sad face, wow face, mad face, whatever you're feeling, I need you guys to show, and also show in the comments. So let us know anything that you're thinking about, but most importantly, what we need are your social media questions, because that's what we're gonna be answering today. So I need you guys to put in all of your social media questions right now. And of course on Facebook, we also want you guys to do a watch party. Come on now. In order to do a watch party, all you have to do is press that little arrow that says share, couple options down, you'll see start a watch party, and what that does is it actually sends a ding notification to your entire friends group, and you can watch the Bradshaw Live on your own page. So you're starting your own, it's like your own theater. You feel me? You got your friends and your family in your own theater, but you're gonna come back to the Bradshaw Live and the Brad Squad so you can also interact with us as well. All right, now what are we gonna do on
It's like your
YouTube?
home entertainment theater, right?
It is.
It is, but
Wow.
it's free.
But it's free.
Oh,
On
I
your
love
phone.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of people tell us that they actually cast us on their big TVs using Chromecast.
Ooh, how do I look?
I know, right? And like their smart TV, so do that too.
What do you think of getting a makeup artist, maybe? What's up going on the big screen?
Listen,
You know
I'm a
Kimmy's
big-
What do you
all
think?
for
Because
that.
this is real Brad, right?
Right.
And it's real Yo-Yo. We don't do anything.
This is pretty real Kim right now.
Almost
I'm gonna
real
be
Kim.
This is almost entirely
Almost
real
entirely
Kim.
real
Real.
Kim.
This is a 45-second away from being Kim.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take it. On YouTube, I'm all for the makeup artist.
I know you are.
Let's go. Let's revisit that. On YouTube, we want to make sure that you guys are participating too. And today, what today is actually, fam, what this is a test. It's a test to see who's been hitting that little bell next to the follow and subscribe and like button. Because if you had, you would know that we're popping up. But if you're watching us, I know you guys hit that bell, so you're all A+ students. But also make sure that you're telling us how you think and feel about everything we're talking about. Because you know, you never know what we're going to talk about today because it's a pop-up. So honestly, I don't know what we're going to talk about today.
Right.
And
Only Brad knows.
Only Brad knows. And I'm not even sure that he does until it comes out his mouth.
That part. That part.
So that's why you can't miss it.
That's what you call some gratitude over there, right?
Gratitude.
Right. We said we got to use that word at some point.
Gratitude.
That was the way to drop it in, I think.
Thank you. I like that, right?
So make sure that you share the show on YouTube. The way that you do that is you hit that share button, you copy the link, and you go paste Crazy Fam. You paste it as a tweet, you paste it into your Instagram bios, you paste it into WhatsApp groups, DMs, text messages, carrier pigeons, I don't care. Let everybody know that we are live for this pop-up right now for just 1 hour. And now we're not choosing because it's a pop-up, so we don't know what we're doing.
We don't know
so
what we're
here's
doing.
Brad.
Right, completely unscripted here. By the way,
Yeah.
this is so unscripted. Who knew that Brad Bernstein and Janet Jackson would have the same malfunctions, right?
That's true.
All right, I had a wardrobe malfunction here. The microphone,
Right.
the lap, it's very heavy
Yeah.
compared to my shirt. I usually put it on my blazer, and so it was pulling it
So
down. I
pulling
almost
it down.
showed a nipple.
That you did.
All right,
Whoa.
it was almost. Oh, this one. It was almost pulling the nipple down.
Oh, my
right. So I'm sitting there and go, when would me and Janet Jackson have the same problems? Who
Listen.
knew, right?
You know, Brad, I think it's a tint
queen.
I think it's it's a tinge of jealousy from the yo-yo stripping video on Instagram. earlier this
Maybe.
week.
That was the most viewed video on our
Right.
Instagram ever. Is yo-yo stripping.
You're like, sex sells. I got this, family.
So I have to say hello to the rest of the squad, though, because Tamika's calling me out. She's like, you forget me? I didn't forget you. I was having malfunctions over here. Margaret Bryan, how are you? And Carol Anderson, the Tiger, wants to know, she says, I thought this was a pop-up. And usually when we do a pop-up, it's only on YouTube.
Right.
And then we have a new member of the crew.
Of the crew.
We don't have a name for her yet.
Not yet.
No name Sydney.
No
we'll
name
call her.
Sydney as of right now.
As of right now.
Sydney is a name, but
yes,
we'll
but
go
we're going to
with
call her No Name Sydney for right now.
Sydney.
So No Name Sydney says to us, why do you do the pop-up only on YouTube and not Facebook?
Right.
I said, that's an excellent question, Sydney. I have an excellent answer for you. I don't have the slightest idea.
No answer.
Nobody had an answer. I said, Belgium Kim, I said, why do we only do a pop-up on YouTube and not Facebook? She says, Brad, it's just how we've always done it.
That is true.
So No Name Sydney said, you know what? I think the pop-up needs to go on Facebook too. And there's your answer,
There you
Carol
go.
Anderson, the Tiger. And Jill Gould is watching, also known as Jilly Bean, right?
Jilly Bean.
First Lady Hewitt, how are you? And who else we have here? Anybody else excited? Jeff Mosey.
Whoa.
Taking
Jeff
some time
Bosey,
off from the
Bosey.
comedy club. Taking some time out from the comedy club to view the Brad Show live.
Grace us with his presence.
Yes.
Thank you,
sir.
Jeff.
Yes,
We missed ya.
and of course, Julian the TriCaster guy's cousin, Julian,
Yeah.
is also here, and she says, "Okay, Kim, pretty girls rock," which is very nice.
You know we
Which
do
is very
all
nice.
day, every day.
And on Facebook, Tally is here, and we don't have as many people watching on Facebook as we usually do.
Well,
Christopher Lowe and Chanel is YouTube. I mean, Christopher Lowe
YouTube.
and Tally. That's it.
There we go.
They're
There you
two-man
go.
show over
Two
there.
people.
But you know what? I don't feel like that's fair because I know for a fact that there are at least 20 people watching this
Yes.
right
20.
now.
But I also know for a fact only 2 people commented.
Exactly.
I know
So
that
where are
fact,
you guys?
too.
Where are you guys?
I know
Let's
that
get
for a
out the
fact too.
comment closet
I
for a
also
second.
know for a fact, because we're going to take immigration questions, we only have Charlie from Miami on hold right now. So we're going to speak to Charlie from Miami in about 45 seconds from now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the next 30 seconds from now,
Right.
we're going to consider
Yeah.
talking to Charlie from Miami.
We're going to think about it.
Think about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe
And in the
mull it
next
over.
20 seconds or so,
Right.
we're going to say if anybody has any immigration questions, they should call right now,
Right.
1-800-529-5465, because this is an off hour. People
Right.
don't realize that in the middle of the day, on a pop-up, they can get their immigration questions answered.
You
They
never
don't know
know.
this stuff. Okay? So I got to announce it.
It's almost a Brad Show Live first that there's no wait to get your immigration questions.
That's right. Usually, and this is at least for the last 2 months or so,
2-3 months at least.
before we even finish saying hi squad, we have lines locked,
Right.
people waiting
Right.
over an hour
Right.
to get their immigration questions
Right.
asked. Right now, we got Charlie. That's about it.
Okay.
Charlie's a smart man.
Charlie, that's it. Nobody else but Charlie.
Charlie knows.
And I said in 45 seconds. I'm already delaying way too far
That's true.
to speak to Charlie. So let's speak to Charlie. Charlie, how are you?
Hey, Brad, how you doing?
Good. What's up?
Hey, look here, man. I'm trying to find out about a marriage visa. I want to marry my fiance, and
Right.
they told me about the 90-day wait. Is
Yes.
that 90-day consecutive days, or is that a cumulative days?
90. What do you mean by cumulative? She's your fiance's going in and out.
She's been here. She's been here several times. She stayed like 4 months once.
All right. So let me
2
explain.
months another
Yeah,
time.
it's consecutive, and let me explain why. When you come into the United States, and I was explaining this to somebody the other day, and they go, "Why is this?"
Right.
And I go, "This is how they decided the law is going to be.
Okay.
There's no reason behind it. I mean,
Right.
I guess there's some logic behind it,
Mm-hmm.
but why? This is whoever wrote the law decided this is what it's going to be.
We've all done
So
it.
let me explain to you, okay, what the law says, and why, because this is what somebody decided in the U.S. government who was writing these regulations at the Department of Homeland Security. They said that if you get married within the first 90 days of entering the United States on a non-immigrant visa, which would be which does not have. I got to give an exception. An H or an L is the exception. So if you come on an H or an L, because an H and an L has both a non-immigrant and immigrant intent. But if you come on a non-immigrant visa that does not have an immigrant intent, such as a tourist visa, a student visa, an e-visa, any visa, H-2B visa, it doesn't matter. What the law says is if you get married within the first 90 days, the law says we presume you were coming to get married from the day you came into the airport. And because we presume you were coming to get married from the day you came into the airport, we are now saying you lied to us. Why did you lie to us? Because when you came into the airport, you said you were coming to visit. You didn't say you were coming to get married. When you came into the airport, you said you were coming to school to study. You didn't say you were coming to get married. So that's what the law says. Now, after 90 days, what the law says is you changed your mind. You were coming in to be a student. You were coming in to be a tourist. And now you changed your mind. As silly as that sounds, that's the law. So you wait 90 days and then you get married.
Thank you so much, Brad.
Got it?
Man, you're thorough.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
I
buddy.
appreciate it,
Thank
Charlie.
you.
Charlie, how hot is it down in Miami right now?
They're
Blazing?
frying eggs on the sidewalk, man.
They're frying eggs on the sidewalk down in Miami,
my
Belgium
gosh.
Cam. I'm glad I'm in New York. Enjoy Miami, Charlie. Unless you really like it hot. When I was in Vietnam, it was 112 degrees. 112 degrees. What? Yeah. All right.
He was thinking it. So
Right.
And
I was
112 degrees.
Oh my God.
And then and then we took a boat up the Dang River.
Wait, y'all was actually outside
On a boat up the Dang River. And we're going up the Dang River. Not the damn river, the Dang River.
The Dang River.
But it sounds very close, like I'm going up this damn river because it's 112 degrees.
In the South, we say dang.
Yeah, I'm going up this Dang River.
Right.
112 degrees, the sun is blazing on me.
Right.
And as you get out of the city, all you see is foliage, overgrown foliage along the river as you're going up. It's very quiet, nobody's there. And you're like, and I picture, what these, the soldiers were going through 45 years ago, because you see these Vietnam movies when they're going up the river in the boat. And they're all sweating to death.
Right.
And they have their shirts off.
Right.
And they got the cigarette hanging out of their mouth. And they got the gun pointed. And they're waiting for like someone to pop up out of the bushes and kill them.
You're describing Apocalypse Now, aren't you?
Yes. All right. That's exactly what I'm describing. Yes, another 1980s movie. Thank you very much.
So welcome.
And as I'm going up there, I'm like, I can totally picture it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him like, is anyone going to pop up and shoot me? Because I'm thinking of the movie, you know. But it was actually very safe and everybody's very nice there. But it's hot as hell. And I can't imagine that, then, you're in that weather and you're in a war and you have a gun and you don't know when someone's going to pop up and kill you.
God, I'm just like picturing you just like in a tank top with that like half circle of sweat that they have in the movies. That would be me.
That's the movies.
Right.
Okay, that's the movies.
Yeah.
In real life, it looks like I was taking a shower. There was no dry spots. Okay, there was absolutely no dry spots. I was with Ina. She says, I can't even get near you right now. You go take a shower, please.
I could not do it.
Carry around a towel.
Yes. All right. So we have Sina from New York, New York. Sina.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay. My situation right now is, I'm have DACA. I don't know if you hear about that.
I've heard a few things about DACA. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I tried to get something else, but I don't know if it's possible that or not.
You tried to get what? What'd you try to get?
I have a work permit right now.
And what do you want to do?
Sorry.
What do you want to do? You have DACA, and I didn't hear what you said.
Get just a resident or.
You want to get a green card?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's no such thing as I have DACA and now I get a green card. Poof. Okay. You have to qualify for a green card somehow. So that's going to be either going to be because you got married, you got sponsored in a job, a family member sponsored you. You still have to go through the same process that everybody else does. So there's no special rule because you have DACA that turns it into a green card. Now, Congress wants to change that. It's called the DREAM Act. And what they want to say is everyone who has DACA under the DREAM Act should get a green card and become a citizen, but it hasn't happened yet.
Right. That's why I'm I still wearing, but that's why I try to do a different way. But that's why
Yeah.
right now just have to renew every.
All right.
3
So
years,
why don't you make an appointment to come in to see me? You're in New York, New York. I'm in New York, New York, and come in to see me, and let's see what options you have.
Okay.
All right. You could have options,
sounds
perhaps.
great.
I don't
So,
know. Hold on one
yeah.
second. Hold on one second, Sina. Where are you from, Sina? Originally. He doesn't want to tell us where he's from.
No.
Let's talk more about the heat in Vietnam, Belgium, Kim.
What?
By the way, do you know who's in? Do you know who's came visit us today?
Who?
Belgian brother. Belgian bro.
Belgian bro.
Belgian bro.
Belgian bro is
Belgian
right
bro.
back there.
Yeah, he's right behind this wall right now.
Yeah, he is. He
Right?
sure is. Belgian bro and
Yeah.
Belgian girlfriend.
Yeah. So yeah, and Belgian bro. Right. So
Yeah.
Belgian bro comes into my office. He says hello.
Yeah.
And he says, "You better be good to my sister, because I'm watching the whole show."
That's the Belgian accent.
Right,
It's
and
a Belgian
I
New
said,
Yorker
"Wow!"
accent.
I go, "What a way to greet me!"
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
They're
This-
aggressive, those Belgians.
Yes, crazy.
You're fighting words. He's gonna come bursting through the door.
I'm scared now, so, especially after saying that story, right?
I know, call him out. And he said, you better not say it.
That's
too.
right. You better, right.
Look,
You better
look at
not. You better not repeat what I just
Right,
said
and you
live.
just did, and you acted it out.
That's
with
right.
that.
But he was much fiercer than I was.
He's a pretty fierce guy.
Yes, he
He's
was.
a pretty
He
fierce
was.
guy.
He was.
You know, it's a good thing I didn't give him a key card to get through
That's
that
right.
door.
Thank God.
That is a very good thing.
So right now we have nobody else who had a call, but I know we have a lot of social media questions. So let's get to something that we like to call social media check-in.
Okay, our very first one is from Melissa, who said, Brad, I'm engaged to my boyfriend of 12 years and we have 2 sons. One is 9 and the other is 5. I'm being filed for by my mom, who's a U.S. citizen, and my approval was in June of 2014. What can I do and how much time do I have left to wait in Jamaica?
She's not married or she is married?
She's engaged.
Do not get married.
Do not marry him.
Do not get married. Live together. Tell everyone you're husband and wife. It doesn't matter. Just don't get married. Because as soon as you get married, your weight changes from about 1.5 years she has right now is unmarried. And if she gets married, her weight changes to another, let's call it 13 years.
Oh no, don't marry him.
Do not marry him. He's the greatest guy in the world. But don't marry him.
You guys could keep. You guys have been together for 12 years. You
Right.
can hold out
That's
another
right.
couple without walking down the aisle.
And by the way, it would be faster to ultimately get him here that way too.
Right.
Because if you come up as a single
Mhm.
and then turn around to marry him
Right.
and then file for him as a resident,
Yeah.
he's only going to wait 5 years. I mean, he'll only wait 3 years for a green card.
Right.
Versus, so
Right.
5 in total
Got it.
from now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're 1.5 years. He's 5 in total,
Right.
assuming you get married after you get a green card, versus you marry him now and you both wait 13 more years.
Jeez.
Whew. That is.
13.
Yes.
Don't do it.
We have a social media question from Jeff Bossi.
Do we?
And he wants to know, are we going to be on later? The answer is when we pop up, we don't tell you when we're going to be on, damn it. And we only pop up 1 time a day.
Yeah.
Which means we're done.
We're done.
We're done.
Done.
This is what you've gotten for the day, Jeff.
That's right.
It better be enough.
Okay, better be happy with it,
Yeah,
brother.
seriously.
Yeah. We ain't giving any more, man. There's no more after this.
This is a very aggressive pop-up.
I want you to know something. Belgian Bro got me really angry. All right? You got under my skin, Belgian Bro.
Right.
I get it.
He's a tough guy. By the way, when we come out of the studio, Jonathan,
I got
just
you.
want to stand behind
I got you.
Okay, just
I
you have
got you.
you have long arms.
I got you.
Okay.
Stand behind the big
Yeah.
black guy.
He's legit 12 years older than I am.
Right.
So can you imagine growing up with that? Like when I was 4 years old? Like,
Yeah.
and he's meeting my boyfriend today for the first time. Everybody is scared, y'all. We're all scared. We're scared. We're scared.
Well,
Could
I'm
you
a good guy.
Jonathan's gonna come be the buffer.
I have a social media question. Social media question for Brad.
Yeah.
When did you get a boyfriend? Nobody filled me in on this.
About 6 months ago, Brad.
Social media question for Brad.
Yeah.
When were you going to share this information with me, Belgium Kim?
Absolutely never, Brad.
Thank you very much, Belgium Kim.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we have another social.
questions.
Can I give a social media question?
Oh, you can, yes.
Thank you. From Debbie Ann. The reason why we're on this pop-up, right? Is Debbie Ann says.
Right. And by the way, Fortune, I am not kidding, but I am under threat right now. Okay. The only thing that's keeping me alive is my sense of humor.
He's gonna come in here with boxing gloves, y'all.
Right. All right, Debbie Ann says, my husband's a green card holder and he filed for my 3 children and I. He submits all the documents to the USCIS. Now we're waiting on our appointment date. How long will it take? I'm in Jamaica.
Who filed for what?
My husband filed, who is a green card holder, filed for her
When?
and her 3 kids.
When?
Just says that they submitted all the documents.
It's about a 2-year wait, start to finish, from when they started.
How about to hear for their appointment date after putting in all the documents to USCIS?
If USCIS has to approve it, then it has to go to the National Visa Center. Then you have to do the biographic data forms, the DS-230, the affidavits of support, submit all that documentation. The priority date has to be reached, and then, and only then, National Visa Center will send your file to Jamaica, and then from the time your file reaches Jamaica, about 8 to 12 weeks.
Got it.
So I don't know where they are in the process.
Right.
We've got a question from Vinny on YouTube who said, I received my green card, but it does not have my middle name, only my first and last. Everything's correct. I just don't have the middle name. Will it be a problem when traveling as my passport does have my full name?
What doesn't have the full name?
The green card itself.
Just travel with your birth certificate as well.
Okay.
Okay, First Lady Hewitt says, Brad, the Bill William Barr sign. So what if your interview was before this happened and you got denied? And also, what does someone do if they're denied and put into deportation?
Okay, so right now, if you get denied, you're getting put in deportation. I don't think they're going to go back in time and find old denials and put people in deportation. They just don't have enough resources to do that. So if you got denied in the past, you don't have anything to worry about. What do you do if you're in deportation? You have to find relief from deportation. There's different forms of relief, but the general 3 types of reliefs that you would have if you are out of status and you have no status, you never had a green card, nothing. The 3 type of reliefs, there's others, I'm just giving you the 3 most popular. The 3 most popular would be you're filing for some sort of asylum or withholding or convention against torture because your life is in danger if you go back home. The second one is something would be called, I can't speak today. Something would be called. Something would be called.
Right.
Is that not proper grammar?
That is.
Something would be called.
Something would be called.
Yeah.
That is proper grammar.
That's proper. What are you pausing at right now?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Well, depending on what you're saying after.
This Belgian bro got me all terrified.
Stressed out.
Very stressed out. Something would be called cancellation of removal. So you can apply for my life is in danger, cancellation of removal. Cancellation of removal says I've been here for more than 10 years. There would be a hardship to my family if I were deported, extreme and unusual hardship to my family if I were deported. Or you're eligible for your green card immediately, either through marriage or some other way. Those are your 3 general ways to beat deportation.
Bernard said, can my friend file for his wife with a green card? He just has a green card and he's here in the U.S. We don't know about whether the wife is in the U.S. or not.
Yes, you can file for a spouse with a green card.
All right, hold on 1 second. All right, Moses says, hey Brad, I've been married to an American for over 4 years and have had only 2 years conditional green card. I applied for a removal a year ago. Do I qualify for citizenship?
Is he still in a bona fide marriage with his spouse?
Yes.
And it's more than 3 years?
It's been over 4 years.
Yes, then you would qualify for citizenship if you choose to file.
Nice.
Yeah.
We've got a question from Omar who says, on October 20th, 2018, we accepted the fingerprint fee for the I-751 petition to remove conditions, but I still haven't gotten any information from them. I'm wondering, is she going to be eligible to apply for citizenship in September, and what should I do?
Say it again. I'm just reading the comments. They're all making me laugh.
They're all really funny.
Yeah, very funny comments
What
today.
are they saying?
I don't know. I don't even know who Andy Ruiz is backstage, but like,
Andy Ruiz is that fat boxer that won the.
Oh! I'm going to tell you something. Belgian Bro is much bigger than that fat boxer, okay? He's huge, this guy.
You guys.
It's like I've got the Terminator back here. He's making me very scared.
I think Brad is scaring himself more and more.
I can't even talk anymore. Yeah, and then when he left, he was like Arnold Schwarzenegger because he left. I go, well, nice meeting you. He goes, I'll be back.
I gotta be honest, he's gonna strut on in here, like just jacked. Like he is feeling himself right now.
That's hilarious.
So Omar is asking, in October of 2018, their fingerprint fee was accepted for the I-751 to remove the conditions.
Yes.
They have not gotten any information from them, and she's about to be eligible to apply for citizenship in September.
Well, we got this question just earlier from Jonathan.
Right.
And the answer is yes, you qualify for citizenship if the case has been pending for more than a year, because you're now married for 3 years with a conditional green card, because they never removed the conditions in a bona fide marriage. You can always file for your citizenship. Absolutely, you can do it. My opinion would be, at this date, years ago, with Obama, they would do your citizenship and remove the conditions all at the same interview. Now, they give you a hard time. My opinion is, if you want to force the issue and you're really in a bona fide marriage and it's legit marriage and you got nothing to hide, there's no skeletons on your application, you file a mandamus and you're done in 60 days. And then you're a permanent green card and you can file your citizenship and know you're going to become a citizen right away. That's how I would handle it.
All right. Angela Robinson says, good day. I'm married. I married from October 6, 2016. Did my interview August 2nd, or maybe August 29th, 2017. It's on pending. What's the problem?
Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah.
This woman filed an application.
Right.
It's been pending for 2.5 years.
Right.
Can you please tell me what the problem is?
What could it be?
What could it be? Magic 8 Ball says, I can't see what it is.
Oh.
That's what it says.
It literally says,
I can't see what it is.
That's crazy.
This Magic 8 Ball, this Magic 8 Ball is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of creepy.
It's very creepy.
It's even murky for the 8 Ball.
Yeah, the 8 Ball has no idea why your case would be pending for 2.5 years. But I will tell you, if you were to make a consultation with me and come in, and we find out more about your case, and we look into your case, I will figure out what the problem is and resolve it. But I can't, on 2 sentences on a social media question, my case is pending 2.5 years. Why? Belgium Kim, why?
Because, Brad.
Yes.
There you go. God, it's amazing how well I've answered these answers.
Thank you.
Because, Brad.
Belgium Kim, you can take my seat.
No problem, Brad. God, I'm answering a lot of questions today.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Letitia says, if your citizen husband filed for your kids in August of 2018 and the kids are in Jamaica, how much longer is left on the process?
Who filed in August 2018? I don't know why I'm having trouble listening today.
Your U.S. citizen husband filed for your kids.
In August 2018, if the I-130s were approved and they're under 18 when you got married and under 21 when they were filed, they should be here by this Christmas. All as well.
Ooh, that's a nice Christmas gift.
Aw, I love that we're measuring things by almost to Christmas now.
Almost to Christmas now.
Oh, it's the middle of summer.
All right.
Would you like summer better or you like Christmas better?
Christmas all the way.
Summer.
You're not allowed to sing it though until it's Christmas season.
Yeah, because
nor can you watch any Christmas movies until
you know
it's
what?
Christmas
But you want to know what now? Christmas starts.
No.
Christmas
Turn
starts.
that off.
Christmas
If
starts.
my family sees this, they'll freak out.
What would they just say?
The jingle bells?
The jingle bells.
Did
You
you not
didn't hear
hear
it?
No, I didn't hear it.
See, I hear Santa all the time.
Christmas starts so much earlier now than it did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, Christmas started after Thanksgiving.
100%.
Okay. Now it starts after Halloween.
And just barely.
Right, barely.
Just barely.
Okay, I am telling you, in another 10, 15 years, Labor Day comes, the last week after the summer, and here we are, it's Christmas time now. I'm telling you.
That would be me.
But
Yes.
here's my thing. I'm typically a no Christmas media of any kind. I don't even want to hear the jingle bells, Julian, the TriCaster guy. But I was in a bar recently that
You were?
randomly played All I Want for
I knew
Christmas
it,
Is
Mariah
You.
right.
And let me tell you, it brought the house down.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks
I would leave.
ago.
I would leave too. That doesn't sound like a bar that I want to hang out
At first
in.
I was pissed off, and then as people were like getting in the groove, I couldn't, like, you can't not sing it.
Right.
And
Listen, let me ask you a question.
It was great, yeah.
Did Belgium Bro like it?
He wasn't there.
Would he have liked it?
No, probably not.
Then I
He's
don't
too
like it either.
silly.
Then I don't like it either. Because if he liked it, then I like it. All right. Whatever he likes, I like. All right. So he doesn't like it, I don't like it. All right. Next question.
We have one from Samed saying, I'm a U.S. citizen married to a Filipina who has a J1 visa which will expire this October. We filed for the I-130 and received confirmation she submitted the waiver packet 1 and 2, but not the NOS to the Philippines because she doesn't have the annulment. Are we going to proceed and submit the NOS under the basis of our marriage?
What is the NOS? Was she not free to marry you? Was she married in the Philippines? Is that what they're saying? Because if she was not free to marry you, then you're in a bigamous marriage. Or is this NOS, whatever they would call the annulment,
Maybe that's
in
what
the
it is.
Philippines? You will need to show that she was free to marry you to get the I-130 approved. So you need to get that annulment paper certified from the Philippines because you're going to get it for the I-130. Regardless, you can't adjust her status till you get the waiver if she has a 2-year home residence requirement on the J visa. So you have a lot ahead of you right now.
Okay, and then they say, are we going to go on and file for the other forms like the I-485, I-765,
once you have the waiver. You can't
so
file without the waiver.
And you can't do it without the results of the NOS.
I don't know what the NOS is, but I'm assuming it's an annulment decree.
Well, they said that
I don't know what
she
an NOS
doesn't
is.
have the annulment. That's why.
Well, then you're a bigamist. Because there's no divorce in the Philippines.
Oh.
So she either gets divorced in America, gets an annulment in the Philippines, but you can't be married in the Philippines and then come here and marry because your marriage is void. You can't be married to more than one person.
So I don't know if you can really answer the next two.
Samed is the no objection letter. Okay, so this is what he's talking about. Okay, I don't know why it's an S on there.
Yeah.
But it's a no objection letter, which means is when you have a J visa. Thank you, Samed. He told me what the acronym was. I didn't know what they were talking about. When you have a J visa and there's a 2-year home residence requirement, there's 3 ways in which to remove the 2-year home residence requirement. You are required to leave the United States and stay out for 2 years before you come back with a green card. You can say that both the Philippines and the United States have no objection to you going home for 2 years. The United States would have an objection if they paid for your program here on the J visa. They would have an objection if the skills that you were taught on the J visa are in short supply in the Philippines. Generally, the Philippines could care less. You never see the Philippines say, yes, we object. It's always the United States.
Right.
Okay. The second, that's the no objection letter.
Okay.
It has to go through, you have to get the letter signed by the Philippine consulate, submit it to the State Department. The State Department has to review it and give an advisory opinion to USCIS whether to approve or not approve the no objection letter. So it has to go through 3 different agencies, the Philippines, the State Department, and then ultimately USCIS. Takes over a year. Mm-hmm. Second way to get rid of the 2-year home residence requirement is show extreme and unusual hardship. Just like the 601 waiver, extreme and unusual hardship to my spouse.
Right.
That you file directly with immigration. And the third way to do it is that there's an interested government agency that needs your services. Like you're a nuclear scientist and they want you to work at the nuclear scientist organization and whoever does the energy department.
The Center for Nuclear Scientists.
Center for Nuclear Scientists. Whatever it may be. So those are the 3 ways to do it. Now, until you get that waiver, you can file an I-130, but you cannot file an adjustment.
Okay, so how long can she stay and will she get deported?
She can stay as long as her J visa is valid. Will she get deported? Well, the day her J visa is no longer valid, she's out of status. but immigration has to start a deportation process, and it takes a while to do. And if she overstays her time, as long as she gets the no objection letter, she will ultimately be able to get a green card here anyway.
Awesome. Thank you.
We've got a question from First Lady.
Yes.
Who said, how long after filling out the the 245I do you actually receive the work permit and the green card?
I was reading First Lady Hewitt's bigger question.
You're killing me.
Say again.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, my ADD is going through the roof today.
Insane.
Yeah, insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain. What was First Lady Hewitt's comment? Now you got me curious.
Brad, if you're not, I'm not born yet, because yesterday someone asked a question and used the abbreviation IJ. I saw the question and wondered what the hell the person was talking about. Then when Yo-Yo read the question, he was lost. And what is IJ? And as soon as he asked, you knew exactly what it meant. Oh my God, you're good, Brad. Immigration judge. That one was an easy one, though. But thank you.
No, I had never seen IJ either. I was stumped. Normally, I'm like,
but that's what when you go to court.
Oh, they call it.
They all call themselves IJs.
IJs.
So that one was an easy one.
Okay.
I have to admit.
So First Lady Hewitt, her question is: after filing the 245I, when do you receive your work permit, and when do you get the green card?
Well, it's this regular adjustment process. So you would get your work permit in about 5-6 months, and your green card in anywhere from 12 to 24 months later.
Okay, James says, so we're in the process of the I-485 and I-130. We received the receipt on May 16, 2019. Our priority date is May 10th, 2019. How long will we wait for the biometrics?
You should get your biometrics about 8 weeks from May 2019, so sometime probably July.
Julian, straight from not the TriCaster room, says, my friend's mother got her green card in 2013 and immediately put in for her over 21 children on her application. How long are they going to need to wait to hear from the embassy?
She is a green card holder, and the children are single. It's going to be 7 years.
And if they're married?
She can't file for married children as a green card holder.
One Piece Theory says, good day.
Good day.
Good day, yes. Our I-485 interview is June 9th, or June 11th, 2019. My wife didn't tell her parents about our marriage since she's afraid that they'll take it negatively. Will that affect our case if the officer asks?
You have to prove it's a bona fide marriage. There's sometimes parents don't approve of a marriage, and that's what happens. But it depends on each particular situation. Certainly just makes it a little more complicated if your parents don't know you're married.
Yeah, but I understand, especially with culture and all that.
Yeah. So this is what I would like to do, Jonathan, because we have about 8 minutes to go in our pop-up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What I would like to do right now is remind everybody about our different Instagram pages.
Yes.
Where you can follow us. And I'd like you, Belgium Kim and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, while I'm doing that, to put 5 minutes on the clock. And let's do, what do you think? How many questions in 5 minutes? Let's do a speed round.
30?
Because we got to get through
Yesterday
it.
we did
25. We did 25 in 5 minutes.
No, 20 and 5.5.
We did 20. Right? No, okay. So let's do 25.
25
in 5.5.
Minutes.
Let's try to beat it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
like it.
But before we beat it, I do want to remind everybody. You get your questions ready for speed round. I do want to remind everybody about our different Instagram pages. You can follow me on @RealBradBernstein. What I'm posting on @RealBradBernstein, you'll see some success stories of me with our clients here in the office, and also my travels around the world. I'm an avid traveler. You can also follow, and if you, by the way, on @RealBradBernstein, you're actually talking to me. It's not like talking to a social media person. So literally, you're talking to me. If I know you, I will friend you back or follow you back, whatever. It's follow you back on Instagram.
Yeah.
You can also follow us on @BradShow Live. BradShow Live. You can see a lot of behind the scenes, including Jonathan yesterday taking his shirt off and stripping just for likes. Jonathan took his shirt off and he says, "I'm going to strip for likes."
As one does.
As one does. So you can also follow @BradShow Live for behind the scenes and more information about all the different guests that we have on our show. Belgium Kim, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, what are your Instagram pages?
My Instagram page is @BelgiumKim. Follow me for all of the behind the scenes of what I'm up to and maybe some cool little Belgium bro clips this weekend.
Nice.
Well,
by the way, if you want to see a monster, you follow Belgium. This guy is a monster. All right, he should be like he's like. I thought Hulk Hogan was walking into the room.
Yes. Amazing.
Okay. Well,
by the way, he's probably like.
He's wondering, because he's fairly tall, but he's wondering what the hell you're talking about, because he's not that big.
He's probably back there like,
it's all fake news. It's all fake news. He's a very nice guy. I'm only making. He was very nice. He was very nice.
Yes, and you guys can also follow me on Instagram at Jonathan Elias TV. You can actually see some fun stuff happening this weekend. I will be going to a gala. Ooh.
Meanwhile, Jessica Levy says, I think Jonathan was just stripping for me.
And possibly. This could possibly be true.
All right, we have 5.5 minutes on the clock. Let's start the speed round graphic. Let's get all excited here. We're going to answer 25 questions in 5 minutes. All right. I wish I had a blindfold. So if I ever should have been blindfolded while I answer these questions, today should be it. No, it should also be great if you blindfold me, and then because this chair turns.
Right.
Is you blindfold me and then you turn the chair 5 times and make me dizzy, and then make me answer the questions.
It's
dizzy
really funny to watch someone answer immigration questions while puking. That's true. It's hilarious.
You're like, did Brad just fall off his chair at question 13?
That would be pretty fun, though.
That would be fun, right? Can you imagine? You just start spinning me every question. I'll be like,
That actually would be pretty funny. All right.
Oh, man.
So are we ready?
Yes. Ready, go.
Okay. Moses Vincent says, I've been married to an American for over 4 years and have had only 2-year conditional green card. I applied for removal a year ago. Do I qualify for citizenship?
Yes, if it's more than 3 years, but I suggest mandamus first.
Avis says, I did my biometric on October 30th of 2018, and on March 2019, I received an email that my case is ready for an interview. I haven't received my EAD card yet. My daughter filed for me. She's a U.S. citizen. What's up?
You screwed up your work permit because it's been a year already and you haven't gotten it yet. And what's up in terms of an interview is just because it's ready, it just means your paperwork is ready. It doesn't mean that they're going to schedule you tomorrow. You can be scheduled anytime between now and the next 12 months.
Ayo says, worked illegally, married a U.S. citizen on an I-485, but state didn't work. Will that affect my interview when I go in?
Yes, because you made a misrepresentation. You lied. And the fact that you worked out of status does not prevent you from getting a green card, so you should correct that at the time of the interview before you sit down.
Kachang says, I'm under petition by my mother, who's a U.S. citizen. My priority date is November of 2009, and I'm here in the U.S. as a B2 visa holder. She has a medical condition. That's why I'm visiting. Can I adjust my status here? And if not, can I extend my visa?
If you're in legal status, you can adjust after arriving more than 90 days. If you are single, because the priority date is current.
Juan says, hi, a friend has been married for 1 year and 6 months to a U.S. citizen. They recently filed an I-130, I-485, and a few weeks after she did the biometrics, her husband did a domestic violation to her, and she has a police report and filed an order of protection. What should be the best thing to do? Keep the petition or switch to a VAWA? How long is the VAWA going to take?
Why stay in an unhealthy marriage? File a VAWA.
So how long is the VAWA going to take?
18 to 24 months.
And what is it going to happen with the I-130 and I-485 that's pending?
It'll still continue, and when you go for your interview, you'll switch it to a VAWA case.
Jojo says, I have got DACA and my work permit is going to be expired in September. I'm adjusting my status with my wife, who's a U.S. citizen. What do I do if I don't get my worker's permit through the adjustment and then my DACA expires?
File for an extension of the work permit also through the DACA, because when you file for the extension through the DACA, even if it hasn't been approved by September, your work permission extends for 180 days, so you'll be able to keep your job.
Ivan Saw says, no status update is what he's trying to do, say, and more so, the people he called doesn't have an updated information for him, as what they see is what he is seeing. As for the lawyer thing, I think he hired a lawyer to only file his application.
Go get a better lawyer.
Nice. Milton says, so my adjustment of status updated almost 2 months ago saying that an interview was scheduled. How long does it take to actually go in for the interview?
12 to 24 months.
Jermaine Anderson, do I need an attorney to file an I-571?
Isha said,
yes, because you want to know why?
Why?
There's no such thing as an I-571. I
There
think he
you
needs
go.
an I-751.
There you
so he
go.
doesn't even know what form he's filling out.
What?
Yeah.
no good.
No good.
Isha says, what will happen if someone doesn't receive his EAD and then went for his green card interview without having a joint account or documents together, but he doesn't have a social security number? What can we do?
You have to prove you have a financial relationship with your spouse, and you got to prove you live together. You got to figure out how to do it. Go see a good lawyer.
Jose, do I need to file taxes jointly in order to have my I-485 approved based on employment?
Not necessarily.
Christy said, my husband came here from Mexico when he was 7 years old and now he's 22. What are my options for him to stay here due to me having a subtotal colectomy resection of my colon?
File an I-130 and then a provisional waiver. He'll go home and come back in 2 weeks.
Positive Army says, I did file for asylum in 2014, did my interview June 2017, my answer in March 2019. My question is why they say I did my interview in March 2019.
Because that's when you got your answer. I don't know. Who says it? Who's they?
They.
Okay. Messiah says, I went for an interview in March of 2019 and was told they'd get back to me within 30 days. It's more than that now. What's the problem?
They're slow. Donald Trump. Nobody cares about your case. You have a problem case that they can't make a resolution, and there's probably 10 other reasons that Magic 8 Ball would know as well. Any one of them could be the problem. Go see a good lawyer.
Denise, I have just started to file for my husband. They sent me a letter saying I must check if all the information is correct, but they did not put my husband's middle name on it. His middle name is on his documents. So should I send it back and tell them?
When you show up to the interview, you can correct whatever errors before the interview starts.
Stacey Ann Hodge says, the documents to remove conditions was sent in November. The person went into the USCIS local office and got an extension until March. This person is now about to get a divorce. What can they do?
Find a new spouse that fall in love with. File an abuse case if there was abuse. Pack up and go home. Those are your 3 choices.
Mesa, I filed an I-751 since November 2018, but still pending in VAWA Center, and I want to go overseas to visit my family. So what do you think is good for the application, or is it not good?
Why
what do you think if good for my application or is not good? And
he
which
has advanced parole? How is he
say.
traveling overseas is the question. I don't understand how he's traveling overseas.
Just filed the I-751.
Oh, the I-751, you can travel as long as you have the extension.
Which application do they have to
remove the
file?
conditions. Nothing. The I-751 extends your green card. You can travel.
Okay.
Bernard says, can my friend file for his wife living in the U.S.? He's living in the U.S., so is his wife.
Yes.
Green card.
Yes.
Okay, we still had 1, 2, 3, 4,
we did
5, 6.
Poor job popping up.
We had 6. So
there
we
was
did.
some long
There's
ones.
a long
there were
ones.
multi-part questions.
It was very, very bad job today.
That was a toughie.
I'm very disappointed in myself, in my performance. I will do a better job on that Monday, squad. Okay, I will do a better job, or my name is not Jonathan. Oh.
Well, it definitely ain't.
Not Jonathan.
Yeah.
No.
Well, my name isn't Bradford H. Bernstein. There you go.
There you go.
All
You
right.
want to do a couple more?
Yeah, let's finish up.
Okay. Ahmed. Oh, sorry. That
I
was
can't
you.
believe it.
I
God
know.
damn it.
I know.
So angry.
I know.
So angry I could take this 8 ball.
Don't do that.
And you know that was one of your answers. You was giving like 8-ball sarcastic talk.
Yeah.
You gotta
I gotta
end
just
those.
go.
You gotta end those for the speed round, brother.
I mean, Guinness Book of World Records is not going to put an asterisk. He would have done it, but for the sarcastic comments after.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
We gotta nip that shit in the bud, Brad.
Or maybe we're going for the wrong record. Maybe we should do most sarcastic comments after answering immigration questions in 5 minutes.
This is starting to get real obscure.
Very.
While on a live show.
All right. Ahmed says, I have a friend that is in a real marriage, but she was denied at her interview. The problem is she had a previous relationship with her husband before he came to the USA and got married. What can she do?
Why was he denied? Explain to me.
Just said they were denied at the interview. So
Why?
The problem is she had a previous relationship with her husband before he came to the USA and got married.
All right, so it sounds like to me, it sounds like to me they were married in wherever home country they came from.
Mm-hmm.
The husband came to America,
Right.
divorced this woman,
Yeah.
married somebody else,
Right.
ultimately became a citizen,
Right.
dumped wife number 2, and then
And came back to-
married his boo back in
Original boo. Right.
And now all of a sudden they're saying, wait, this looks like fraud.
Right.
Now it could be fraud.
Okay.
And there are situations in life where people fall in love, fall out of love, marry other people, and then fall back. I know 2 situations. My very good friend's parents got divorced, and they were both American citizens, had nothing to do with immigration.
Right.
Got divorced, married others. They each divorced those, and then came back and married.
Aww.
And
Oh, wow.
Elizabeth Taylor, I don't know if you know who
Yeah.
Elizabeth Taylor is.
What?
She
Of
married
course.
she married Richard Burton twice.
Right.
Of one of her Richard Burton, she was married 7 times. Richard Burton was married to her, I think 4 and 6. Marriage
wow.
number 4 and 6 or 5 and 7, something like that. So it happens in life. It's not completely unheard of.
Right.
But the presumption is that you committed fraud, and you got to overcome that presumption.
Tiff Tamal said, does one's credit score have an effect on them being your sponsor and
No.
filling out the affidavit of
No,
support?
Not at all.
Jose says, if you married and you file return taxes separately, does this affect your green card EB3 application for a spouse?
If you're married,
And you filed return taxes separately.
yes, it's going to be a problem. We talk about that every day.
Samed with the divorce in the Philippines has a follow-up. He
Yes.
said, my friend was actually denied for the no objection because they don't recognize divorce in the Philippines, so they were asking for an annulment. I'm worried that's going to happen in my case. She did get divorced here in the U.S., though.
Then it's a valid divorce. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Ingrid says, after you've been interviewed for your adjustment of status, do you have to wait 7 to 24 months before you get your green card?
If you file your adjustment?
After you've interviewed for your
No,
adjustment of
you
status.
should wait 120 days, and if not, you should be contacting a lawyer.
And finally, we've got King Dane, who said, can a person who's overstayed travel to Puerto Rico and then come back to New York?
Yes, it's the United States still.
Would Florida be a problem?
Yes, it's the United States still.
Flow rider.
All right. Do we have any comments of the day?
We sure do, Brad.
What are they?
Well, hold on, because I got to pull them up, Brad.
Do we have a graphic for comments of the day?
Asking ye shall receive.
That's
Brad.
right.
Okay, our very first one of just 2. Just 2.
Because it's a pop-up.
It is.
Tolly, who's watching Brad Show Live, right, Brad? She said, I'm watching on my 75-inch TV, and
What?
I'm using my phone for comments.
Well, I want you to know something. Every blemish. She's seeing it all.
So,
Every
She's
pore.
yeah.
Tolly, I think you just...
All right, we need to get a makeup artist
Makeup
now.
artist on
We need a
Monday!
makeup artist now. Can you imagine if we had a makeup artist like pop up and go? It's like,
Look what you've done started.
Yes, please.
All right, our last one for today, for the week.
Yes.
First Lady Hewitt. I think Brad needs to be cloned. There cannot be only one best immigration lawyer in the world.
I agree. But and it's funny. It's weird because I've been walking down the street lately, and people have been like, you know, just I maybe it's my imagination. I could be wrong.
Uh-oh.
Okay, but I feel like people are trying to like take my hair, and I'm saying, why would people keep wanting to take my hair? And maybe people are trying to clone me.
Wait,
Yeah, you just walk down, somebody just grabs my hair, just like took a clump of hair, and they ran. I don't know if I'm Dahlia Sheep, but I'm like, did somebody just take my hair to clone me? It's like a Mission Impossible thing. The guy just started running down the street.
Between the
I have quite a fantasy in my mind today, right?
No, I'm just saying, because between the
What
bike riders,
what bike riders?
the one who punched you in the face or almost punched you in the face recently.
That was true.
See?
That was true.
Oh, but this one isn't.
That was not. No, I did get punched in the face by the bike rider.
I was just saying,
Right.
I feel like you've moved to a rough neighborhood.
Yes.
I don't know that Midtown was so rough. but
Yeah.
Midtown.
Well, they call it Hell's Kitchen,
Yeah,
Kim.
they
They
do.
don't call it Hell's Kitchen for no reason.
No, they don't. You need Daredevil on your
Yes.
side, Brad.
Real quick.
What?
Everybody that's watching on YouTube, we have 69 people watching right now. We did not say this before, but can you please press likes up, thumbs
Right.
up
Thumbs
right now.
right now.
Right
Right,
now.
yeah.
Before
al-
we leave.
And also, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah.
So that way you know when we pop up. And if you're watching on Facebook, not only do you want to subscribe, but you also have to toggle
Hit
something.
that bell.
No, you have to. No, on Facebook you have to toggle something so that so we come to the top of your feed when we come live. See first.
You can do see
right.
first.
So you have to subscribe, and then there's a toggle button that says see first, because if you subscribe, but you don't give us a see first, we won't pop up to the top of your feed when we come live.
That's right.
Also, Tali, when you inviting us for like a movie night or something? 75-inch?
75-inch, yeah. Tali is hosting the next Bradshaw Live preview screener. That's for sure.
We don't even have a 75-inch here.
I don't know that I've ever seen a 75-inch TV in real
Only in the
life.
movie theaters, Kim.
Right, exactly.
Or Tali.
IMAX.
All right, obviously Tali lives at the AMC Theater on 86th Street.
We're on our way.
Yes. All right, everybody. This was our pop-up show. I'm glad we had a good time. We had a good time.
Yes.
With you guys. I hope you guys had a good time too. Pop-up is cool because it's just casual and we kind of fool around, but we help as many people as we can as well. Have a great weekend. We will not be live on at 5:30 at our normal time, but we will be back Monday at 5:30 for a full 2-hour Bradshaw Live. Have a great weekend. Thanks. So Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK. 1-800-529-5465.